Hey YouTube, Lee Brothers here. I'm Anthony.
I'm Rob.
We just got finished watching the 1984 Ghostbusters. What would you call it? Original, classic, superior. So if you haven't seen it by now, we both recommend you go and see it because it's an amazing movie.
Great movie. I recommend it totally. 100% recommend to anyone, everyone.
Here it is 32 years later and people are still talking about it and trying to reboot the series, I guess. Can you reboot a series like Ghostbusters? Should you reboot a series like Ghostbusters? My sincere feeling with this is, as you can tell, I mean, most of this stuff here on the table is mine.
Yeah.
All this Ghostbusters memorabilia. I love Ghostbusters. I mean, I've got a Ghostbusters shirt. I own the movies. I own records. I have records of it. CD, Mini-Mates, the Build-A-Figures, everything. I mean, I love Ghostbusters. And I want to see what they're doing with this, sincerely, because I feel like Ghostbusters is such a big part of me. And another reason I want to do this review of the new one is because I feel like it's too big of a thing for Ghostbusters, what they're going to do with the Ghostbusters franchise, for me not to be a part of. The hour's getting late, the movie's about to start, so I think we'll conclude our review for the original 1984 Ghostbusters. We'll get ready for 2016 reboot, revamp, remake, whatever you want to call it, Ghostbusters, and come back with a review for you guys.
That's right.
Until then, keep your seats warm, keep your popcorn fresh, and
as always, like, share, and subscribe.
And feel free to leave a comment. Hey, when I give you the sign, can you come open the door for us?
Sure.
Thank you. Come on. Hey. Oh, come on. For the love of Pete. Hey, you, come here again real quick. Mind helping me get this window up?
Sure.
Thank you.
Oh, Anthony.
Yeah,
The hat.
Well, what's wrong with it?
Well, we're kind of, we're going all out. We got the car, we got the red carpet, we got the suits. The hat, why don't you take it off? I think you'd look better.
No. No, man. I have established this hat as my thing. I cannot lose it now.
Well, don't I have something maybe a little more appropriate for the situation?
I think this hat's plenty appropriate, but since I love you, I'll try.
How's That is something right there, I'll tell you what.
Yeah. Well, if you're happy, I'm happy. So let's go see this movie.
Two tickets for Ghostbusters, please.
That'll be $16.
There you are, my kind sir.
There you go.
All right, thank you very much. This movie definitely did not deserve the fancy hat. Guess I'll just tuck this away for another day. Hey YouTube, welcome back. We just got back from watching the 2016 reboot of Ghostbusters, and we're here to sit down and talk to you about what we thought.
I agree, yeah. So let's see. What do we got to say about the movie, Anthony? First things first. Did you like it?
No, I did not like it. I went in with an open mind, like I said I would. I'm not going to lie though, I was intrigued and they had me going there at first. I was into it for the first 5 minutes, 10 minutes tops. They did good. Then the movie just started trying too hard to be funny, trying too hard to flow, and with them trying so hard to be funny, it just made it annoying. Really, I was really annoyed after that with all their bits they tried to do.
Okay,
it really took away from the movie.
Right. So would you recommend anyone to see this movie?
With a stipulation, I would. If you're curious about the movie, go see it.
If you're curious, go see it, huh?
If you're a diehard Ghostbusters fan, I will give my honest opinion that I don't think you'll like it. I really don't think you'll like it. If you are a 1984 original Ghostbusters fan, I don't think you're going to be impressed or really drawn in by the movie. Because there's a lot of, and I mean a lot of, throwbacks in this movie to the 1984 movie, almost to the point where it was getting ridiculous. It would, at least in my opinion. Do you feel the same way?
Can I start from the beginning a little bit, or back up some? My opinion on the movie was, well, let's see, it was 2016 Ghostbusters with who were the actresses?
It was directed by Paul Feig, I believe that's how you say his name.
Okay.
Melissa McCarthy was in it, Kristen Wiig, Leslie Jones, Kate McKinnon, and Chris Hemsworth was also in it.
Okay, all right. Well, anyway, so that's the movie. We just watched it. I liked it. I thought it was all right as a movie. I tried to get in my head when I sat there and watched it, see if it holds up to the new one, kind of compare it back and forth. But then I was like, you know what? I'm just going to watch this movie as a regular person watching the movie, not really knowing about, just thinking in my head, oh, you know, pretend the other Ghostbusters doesn't exist, and see if it holds up. And, well, I'll get into more detail. I don't love everything about the movie. I have my ups and downs. But I would recommend, if you are curious, go see the movie.
Mm-hmm.
If you are an old Ghostbusters fan, go see the movie. If you're not a Ghostbusters fan, go see the movie. And all I have to say, if you want to. If you don't want to see the movie, don't see it. But if you're interested at all, go see the movie and have your own opinion on it. I'll get into more, I mean, the reasons I think it wasn't a bad movie. But altogether, I'd say, if you're interested, go see it. Anthony, what are your takes on that statement?
I don't agree with that.
No?
I don't think it's meant for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think, like I said, I don't think die-hard Ghostbuster fans are going to enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
Die-hard Ghostbuster fans, if you do want to see it, I suggest wait until it comes out to rent at your local library or even a Redbox. Maybe you'll get a Redbox promotion. Just, I feel horrible because I paid to see the movie. That is, to me, like a kick in the pants, really.
Yeah. If you are interested, if you like to go to movies, if you like to go and be entertained, you like to go out and have fun, you're maybe a younger audience, you enjoy going out, and you want to go see a movie, I'd say go. You're there, you're down at the Salem Twin Cinema, you know, hey, hop on in there and check it out. I mean, the theater was comfortable.
Very comfortable.
The theater was comfortable, the staff was amazing.
Staff was very.
I want to kind of mention the fact that I really feel like the 2016 Ghostbusters that we just reviewed or just watched tonight for the first time, I got the feeling it almost felt like I felt like a kid again. Sitting in a theater, and I could almost see it being it was cartoonish at certain points. I will agree
with that. It did feel very
I feel like it had a lot of, because and we'll get into that very much in detail. I don't want to get off right now's topic, but yeah, I think if you're a big fan of everything Ghostbusters, not specifically 1984 movie with Dan Aykroyd, all that, but more just everything, and you can't get enough, and you're just, you gotta see the movie eventually. How you see it, I don't know. If you want to go to the theater, I recommend it. If you want to go pick it up at the library, that's fine too. You just be waiting a little while. You can watch these reviews for free. So
there is a post-credit scene. So if you do go see it, you'll want to stay till the very end. After all the credits have rolled, there is a scene at the end. My final thought was that I wanted to hit on before we wrap up was the fight scene.
Right.
The big fight scene.
Mm-hmm.
I was not a fan of all the other gadgets they had. I'll come right out and say that. I didn't like the punchy fist thing that blew up ghosts and the shooters that Holtzman pops out of her proton pack. She had those 2 little 6-shooter guns, and there's just a bunch of other things I didn't care for. But what really got me was at the very beginning, it looked like they were using their proton packs still as lassos, you know, throwing the ghosts around. Yeah. But then, was it just me, or did it start killing them at the end?
Yeah, I noticed that. I like that.
I didn't understand that, because
the traps. Yeah, they did not have to trap them anymore. Like, they could use them to. I think they were using them to, like, beat them up and make them.
Well, even when Holtzman, though, and I'm assuming since those little pistols, you know, the 6-shooters came out of her proton pack, they were shooting proton beams. I'm assuming because they came directly out of the pack.
Yeah.
Those were actually vaporizing the ghosts. So they totally, like, threw the whole proton beam being a lasso, so to speak, rule just out of the book. And there was, like, no segue into it. I didn't care for that, because it's like they just went from being a restraint beam, to killing the ghosts.
Yeah.
I have one more question for you. I keep thinking of things to say, but I like I said before, I did like all of the cameos. That was like my warm fuzzy feeling in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
Was it just me, or did Sigourney Weaver's cameo feel very forced? Almost like, oh crap, we forgot to put her in the movie. We need to throw her in here.
I think it felt like, I don't know.
It was very unnecessary.
Different. It was different.
The movie could have easily went along without that one. I mean, Bill Murray's cameo was pretty extensive. The movie wouldn't have went along without it. Dan Aykroyd, so to speak, the movie still could have flowed without it, but it was still almost a vital part to the movie. Well, if your whole theory holds up, it's a vital part.
It's just a coincidence that they saw him.
Well, I'm saying I'm still sticking with that. But of course, Annie Potts, you know, that was a good cameo. It worked.
Yeah,
into the
yeah,
movie
that
very
worked out nice.
Ernie Hudson, it was kind of a twist how his cameo worked in, but it was good.
Yeah.
And it's just Sigourney Weaver's was just kind of there. But I think that's all I have.
That really pretty much wraps it up.
I think I was able to sneak my 2 cents in, maybe, with this guy over here.
You know, Scotch. What's that garbage can for, Anthony?
Well, since the movie was so stinky, and I spent my hard-earned money on these, I figured I'd give them an appropriate home. And I'll stick with my original Ghostbusters.
There we go. That's right. Here they are, ladies and gentlemen. They came, they saw, they kicked its ass.
Right into the garbage can.
I ain't afraid of no ghosts. Well, Anthony, so overall, if you're still with us and you haven't cut out anyways, the spoilers out of the way, overall, after everything, good, bad, or ugly, what do you say?
Well, I'll say like I said at the beginning. It started out good. It got annoying as all get out. It got ugly. I'd say it even turned bad. But overall, I'd give it a... eh.
To Ghostbusters, wherever it may lead us, huh?
Wherever it may lead.
And as and as always, please like, share, and subscribe.
And please feel free to leave a comment, or 2, or 3, or however many. Also, in the comments section, if you want to start leaving movies that you'd like us to review, we could go through and maybe start picking out the more popular ones. Like if there's other people that have a bunch of different ones, and we can tally them up. And we're definitely open for suggestions, or even stuff we can improve, or even a skit you'd like us to do. Anything. I mean, your ideas, we appreciate them. Leave them in the comments, and we will try our hardest to please the fans and please our subscribers, and
do something.
Get the word out. We can't reach everybody, but we can with your help. It just takes a share. Just please share. Anything else?
It's good.
Alright. So this is the Lee Brothers signing off.